Hello everybody, Kevin here, Raptor94. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're back with another monthly update video, and today we're going to be discussing what games we're going to be checking out on June 2026. We're already halfway through the year, which is pretty crazy. Like back then, time seems like it's flowing a lot slower. Now times looks like it's going a lot faster now, and we're already halfway through the goddamn year, which is absolutely insane. And I don't think there's not really too many big games coming out in June, but regardless though, there are going to be a lot of games that we're going to be checking out regardless. So without further ado, guys, let's get right into it. So I'm going to be a little bit honest here. I have been slacking quite a bit when it comes to the uploads last month. I did promise I was going to do a whole bunch of other videos. I did manage to bring out, 007 First Light last month as the main highlight. That is still going to be the highlight for June. So far, I have been enjoying First Light quite a bit. It's a interesting and fresh take on the Bond, franchise. Because usually with Bond, we're usually going from he's already into the field for a long time. But now we're going to where he's just beginning his career. So he's a bit young, he's a bit hot-headed, he's a bit, a little bit crazy to say the least. But regardless, I thought this new game for First Light is pretty good. Already sold 1.5 million units already, if not probably close to 2 million units. So that's pretty good for like a single player title and for like a new James Bond game in like 16 years. So is it 16 years? I can't remember. I think the last one was like 2013. I can't remember, but regardless, so yeah, it's been a while since we got a good Bond game, and I think for the first time in like a decade, we finally got ourselves a good Bond game. And hopefully the game will deliver once we get to, once we beat the game. I have no idea if I'm even close to beating the game. Probably not, but I am going to continue to play more First Light this month, and hopefully you got to be looking forward to that. Like I said, it's been a hell of a fun game to play. And also, it's kind of like Hitman. You can replay the mission and do different things of how to get into, how to infiltrate essentially. So it's pretty much kind of like Hitman, although I think it's a little bit more limited, when it comes to the open sandbox, gameplay mechanic. I think Hitman, you could do a whole bunch more simply because you have to like get disguises and all that stuff. While James Bond is a little bit, point A to point B, which is fine, James Bond is more of a narrative-driven game, while Hitman is more of a true open sandbox game. But time will tell, though, once we get more, once we start playing through the game more and start doing the tactical simulation challenge too, because I think the tactical simulation challenge is gonna pretty much make the bulk of the replay, most of the some of the content of the game as well. Where you tackle on different challenges, try to get the best scores possible to get, unlocking rewards, etc. But yeah, it's going to be a blast to play. Battlefield 6, we're still going to be checking out Battlefield 6. We do got Cairo Bazaar, aka Grand Bazaar remake. That is going to be coming out roughly soon. I think it's going to come out within a week or two. I'm going to double check on that. But so far, though, Battlefield has pretty much did a complete 180, when it comes to like, all the updates, all the stuff that they've been doing. And I'm happy that they are finally listening to feedback. Should have been doing that since the start of season 1. I think season 1 was an absolute disaster for Battlefield 6. I think that's probably the worst. Season 2 was, it was okay. It was all right. And then season 3, seems like they're getting back on track, which, honestly, that's a really good thing. And then we're finally getting, maps that people really wanted, big open sandbox map with big vehicle, all out warfare. And we're finally getting that with season 4, with the naval warfare drop. And that one I'm really excited about because it got Wake Island coming back. They got a new map called The Reef that looks like maybe a remake of Hanan Resort, if you guys remember that map from Battlefield 4. It could be a remake to that, but it could be a combination of everything. We don't know for sure, but it looks pretty good though. Like I said, Battlefield is looking, it's looking pretty, hopeful. Hopefully they stick it to the guns. Hopefully we get server Bowser this year. Hopefully we get proximity chat as well. But honestly, the server browser is probably the most important thing because they have it in Portal. Why the freak did they not have it in multiplayer? But looks like they are going to finally do it. Hopefully, it's probably not going to be the exact same system like we had back in the good old days. But you know, I'd rather take a server browser than using the matchmaking they got, because the matchmaking they got for the game is it's kind of ass. Because there's a lot of times I play the game and I'll be doing up in like half-filled server, and the next thing you get popular with bots, and yeah, the matchmaking is kind of messed up for Battlefield 6. I don't know what's going on the end, but regardless, though, I like I said, I am very hopeful for Battlefield 6 and the future for the game. Like I said, we are getting season 5. That's going to come with 3 maps. Hopefully, that will become the standard moving 2027. Hopefully, we just get 3 maps every season, because I don't care how long it takes. If it takes a little bit longer, that's fine. That's fine. Doing more map content, the better. But also, you know, new content is nice and all, but it ain't gonna matter if the game doesn't play well and the balance all over the place. So of course it also matters to that they also nail down the balance, the gameplay as well. A lot of people has been complaining about, you know, vehicles not having air radar, which is crazy because that shit's been around since what, Battlefield 3, if not earlier, Battlefield 2 era, and for some reason Battlefield 6 doesn't have an air radar. And there's no weapon loadout suit for the aircraft suit. So, yeah, I'm not a vehicle player, so I don't really care much about that. But I do understand the frustration, you know, of why they're kind of pissed off about the current state of vehicles in Battlefield 6, because you get all that cool stuff, and you know, Battlefield 3, 4, even 2042 had better loadouts for the planes than Battlefield 6, and like, come on, DICE, come on. Regardless, though, hopefully you guys are looking forward to Cairo Bazaar. I have a feeling that map is going to be ridiculously crazy. It might even be crazy with the whole remake layout too, because it was going to be something like Gomud Railway remake. I have a feeling this Cairo Bazaar is going to be really good too. Like I said, it's probably going to bring back a lot of good, a lot of bad memories of the time I played on Grand Bazaar in Battlefield 3. So. Time will tell, but I'm looking forward to it, that's for sure. Saturday uploads is still going to be Crimson Desert, although I am severely lacking uploading videos on Crimson Desert every Saturday. I only upload like maybe 2 videos, and the rest of it I kind of fumbled, to be honest. So I'm going to try to make it more consistent and upload more Crimson Desert videos on Saturday. And plus, they keep updating the game too. They keep adding more stuff now, and I think recently now you can actually remap, you know, buttons now on the controller, which is a huge win for Crimson Desert, because I think, you know, a lot of people have been asking for that, you know, option for a long time, and now they finally did it, and they're still updating the game. So I'm looking at logs right now. Every week or 2 they keep updating the game. It's always something new. It is May 28th, the latest update for that came out, and like I said, they just keep adding more stuff. So look at, they added 30 more species of small animals that could be registered as pets. You can now now you can now pick up and put it down certain pets too now. And they added a new skill for Unka and Damien, which I have not been able to play them yet because I'm so way far in the beginning of the game still. And of course, the most important thing, controller remapping. Very important, and I think that's a huge win for controller users that wanted to change controls. So, like I said, they keep doing it, man. I'm telling you, man. This is a Game of the Year contender. I ain't gonna lie, Game of the Year contender. Yeah, it might lose to something small. It might even lose to GTA. But then again, GTA really never won Game of the Year, as far as I know. When it comes to the Game Awards, I have not seen them won any big awards. Of course, it's going to get like most anticipated title, best-selling title, which it is going to get the best-selling title. It's going to absolutely explode when it comes out. But yeah, I will definitely try to, you know, keep it consistent, you know, with the Saturday uploads for Crimson Desert, and hopefully we can, you know, make some significant progress into the game. I have no idea we're going to be able to beat the game this year. Probably not, because it's such a big goddamn game, and there's a whole bunch of other games I'm playing right now. So Probably not gonna happen. Another game too that I want to check out too is Shift at Midnight. Now, this crazy thing is that this game was supposed to come out May, but they did delay it to June. I'm not sure when though exactly, so I'm gonna check it up real quick. But Shift at Midnight is the game that I definitely wanted to check out. For the longest time, I did play the demo for the game, and I thought the demo was pretty cool. So pretty much the premise is that you're working, you're working in a gas station, and you gotta determine who's human and who's not. So you pretty much going up against skinwalkers essentially. And the cool thing about this game is it's a 3-player co-op game, which I didn't realize that was a thing. I thought it was just a single player game, but it is a 3-player co-op. The shifts are always randomly generated, and you gotta investigate if they're human or not. Make one mistake, and you pretty much gotta fight for your life. And I thought it was a pretty cool game, although it did kind of felt a little bit bare bones. So hopefully this full game, when it does come out, and let's see what day, June 17. Like hopefully when they, like I said, hopefully when the game comes out, hopefully there's a lot of more content, a lot of more updates, a lot more scares. And like I said, the game does look pretty good. It looks very promising. It looks like it actually can be pretty scary as well. So we'll just have to see and hope for the best. Like I think there's only one bit, there was like one big scare where I went back to my account. There's a doppelganger of me, but he's like 12, 13 feet tall. He's just looking at me like this. His arms and legs are all super long. I was like, okay. Luckily, they give you a gun to fight back, so I'm happy about that, because you can't fight back, you're pretty much screwed. But yeah, hopefully when that game comes out, we'll check it out, and hopefully the full game will be, will be good. Hopefully you guys are looking forward to it. It will be one of the few horror games that we'll be playing. Another horror game that I'm also want to check out, hopefully it's going to be good, it's going to be Directive 8020. Now, this is a game that has been developed by the same guys that brought you the Dark Pictures, games, so, and as well as Until Dawn. So it's good. It's pretty much made by the same developers, those guys. So pretty much every choice we make is going to be a life and death situation, because there's going to be at some point there's going to be no turning point. There's going to be no turning back. So all it takes is one choice we make, and either that character's going to live, or that character's going to die, or another character's going to die. It's one of those hard decision-making games, which I have not played. I did want to play Until Dawn, but I might hold off on the playthrough for that for now and check out Directive 8020. Then maybe check out the Until Dawn remake on PC and give it a shot, because I've been wanting to play that game for a very, very, very long time. I've been hearing a lot of mixed things about it though, like the remake is inferior compared to the original game, like just the way they do like certain shots. But it's the only game I got on PC right now, so I want to check it out. It is what it is. But yeah, hopefully Directive 8020 ends up being a pretty cool game. It looks like a mixture of kind of mix of the Ding. That's what it kind of reminds me. It's like the Ding, because you got this alien organism that can mimic, a person. So in other words, it's gonna be like more like the Ding, which it's one of my favorite sci-fi horror movies of all times. Specifically the John Carpenter one, that one's probably my favorite. So I have a feeling I'm gonna enjoy this game, and hopefully we have a fun time with it. I did check out the Hell Let Loose playtest, and to be honest, I am not gonna buy that game at launch. The game has a lot of potential. The gameplay can be fun. It's also fun, hanging out with random people in that game, especially with the proximity chat. But my goodness, dude, the performance in that game is horrible, dude. The performance is horrible. The net code is horrible. The game is pretty much borderline unplayable, and I don't think the game is not ready to release. And the game's coming out in like 2 weeks now, and I really want to like Hell Let Loose Vietnam. I really do want to like that game. There's a lot of cool things that happen in that game. But they really need to iron out a lot of the biggest issues. Performance is definitely one of the most priority one. 2, visibility too. Visibility is absolutely horrendous in that game. Like I literally can't see shit Plus, the game is running so much ass, I have to run the game in DLSS mode, and DLSS mode makes a lot. You know what it does? It makes a lot of shimmering, a lot of ghosting to the point you can't see shit. It just looks horrible. The game doesn't look on par compared to the original Hell Let Loose, which in my opinion looks a lot better and runs a lot better. And that is like on the previous Unreal Engine 4 engine. But this game, of course, is running UE5. So the UE5 cruise continues. I don't know, is it developers that just don't care, or maybe it's the engine problem. I have no idea, but Hell Let Loose Vietnam, unfortunately, I will be skipping that game entirely until they iron out the issues, which could be years. Hopefully, they delay it to like a year, because if this game comes out and it's running like absolute ass, it's going to get destroyed. Plain and simple, it's going to get absolutely destroyed by people that love the game. So, hopefully, they delay. If not, well, they're going to have to suffer through the consequences, which unfortunately, that will lead to the game's ultimate demise. But hopefully, I'm hoping for the best. Maybe they can turn it around within 2 weeks. If not, then, it is what it is. I can't do nothing about it. I won't be playing the game, so there's that. But like I said, I do have some footage for the playtest. So I will be uploading that, so that way I can show you guys my experience of the game, and because like I said before, it is fun when it can be fun. But when you gotta fight through the consistent frame drops, stutters, netcode issues, poor visibility, the balance can be broken too. There's even this bug too where you spawn a garrison, everybody just spawns at once, and you got soldier collision, and you just get stuck. It's a huge sausage fest. It's a mess. When you spawn a garrison, there shouldn't be any sort of freaking sausage fest collision. As a matter of fact, disable collision completely if you can't figure that out, because that is just so stupid mechanic right there, where you spawn in one spot and you can't get out because you got this collision shit going on. It's like, come on, man. Come on. There's a whole bunch of other games too that I also want to check out. They're a little bit more like indie games that also in early access too, but I kind of want to check them out. So there's going to be a couple of games that we do that I do want to check out, and that is going to be one called Better Than Dead. Now this is more like a body cam shooting game. I've been hearing mixed things about this. You got a lot of, the other half people that likes it, the other half that hates it. Excuse me, I hit my microphone there. But the game looks pretty cool though. Like I say, I'm always interested in trying out different shooter games, and I haven't really tried out too many, body cam shooter games. I did try body cam. I wasn't really a fan of it because it's all multiplayer, so I kind of dropped that. But Better Than That looks pretty cool. Definitely looks like they have a very gritty, grounded setting. Kind of gives me a little bit of a Kane and Lynch 2 vibe with the whole VHS aesthetics, plus the game taking place in Hong Kong. So it kind of has that vibes. But yeah, I heard the game, like I say, it's not that long because it's so early access. So I'm probably gonna make a one-time and done video until they release the full game. Then I'll probably do a full playthrough of it. But yeah, it looks like it's gonna be a whole lot of fun, hopefully, and we'll give it a shot. Another game I also want to check out is AAU, which is a rather interesting game because it's a tactical shooter, right? But it's also a horror game too at the same time, which is, yeah, like I said, it's a very interesting take. I did see a couple of YouTubers and people playing the original older version of the game, but it looks like this newer version of the game looks a whole lot better compared to how the original game looks. So it looks like they have updated the graphics significantly, and like I said, it looks pretty cool. It's definitely a blend of spookiness and tactical shooter. I guess it looks in some way kind of reminds me of Fear, and Fear is definitely one of my favorite tactical shooter games out there that has a little bit of supernatural scary stuff in it, and this game looks like it's able to have some of that stuff. Trampang 2 was pretty good too, although Trampang 2 should have been a longer game in my opinion. That game, in my opinion, was too short, and I think the narrative could have been told better. The narrative in that game is all over the place. Fear was kind of the same thing, but at least Fear 1 and 2, you kind of have a good grasp of what is going on. Trampang 2 was like I don't know what the fuck is going on. You just one superhero guy. You killing everything. It's that simple. Well, yeah, we're gonna try out AAU Blacksite. Hopefully, the game ends up being good. The game does have a mostly positive, so you got a lot of people like it, but there's also a lot of people it seems like that don't like the game as well. So okay, like I said, we'll give it a shot, and hopefully the game is good. Another game too I want to check out too is going to be Industrial 2. We did a playthrough for the first Industrial game, and I was very disappointed that the game was so damn short. Now we got Industrial 2, and from what I heard, it's almost the same goddamn thing too. So, as a matter of fact, this game is even worse. You know, is worse. It's received worse than the first game, because a lot of people consider this game to be unfinished, which I'm very concerned about the game, because the game looks really good. I played the demo and I really liked the demo, but if I'm going to play through this game and then it ends up being another unfinished game, I'm probably not going to buy another game from them ever again, because they had the time in the world, you know, to rectify the mistakes from the first game, and then only for them to come out with nothing. It's like, dude, like, come on, man, you have to like finish the game. You got to put effort to it. But time will tell, though. I will check out the second game. Hopefully it's good or not. They are consistently updating the game, which is good. Like they're fixing mainly performance issues. They also added, a whole bunch of bug fixes as well, keybind fixes, disappearing items, save issues, like mainly a lot of bug fixes. But we'll just have to see when we play the game to see how unfinished it is. But yeah, I'm definitely, hopefully, looking forward to playing Industrial 2. Hopefully it ends up being a good game. You probably noticing too, but I've been playing a lot of the older Call of Duty games as well. I just played World at War online, so we might do Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2. I kind of want to do Advanced Warfare, Infinite Warfare, but getting to join full live in those games is pretty difficult, so we'll probably have to delay those videos a long time. But for sure, though, we're all going to be checking out Black Ops 2 online in 2026, because right now, those specific games are popping off, especially with Black Ops 2, absolutely popping off. A lot of people seem to be playing those games quite a bit on PC, which is pretty crazy to see. But yeah, I've been itching to play a lot of those older COD games, for the longest time, and playing World at War again was a mind trip for me. A lot of fun to be had, but also a lot of frustration because it was nothing but a sniper fest, no scope, fiesta. But that's just the way it is with the older COD games. Snipers are extremely powerful in those games. They're pretty powerful now in the newer COD games, but I think they were way more powerful in the older games because there's just no bullet drops in them. They were a lot faster too, especially with the certain perk builds that you got too. They're just so fast, and you can get those one shot extremely fast. So it is, it is what it is. But yeah, stay tuned for more older COD games coming to the channel, because like I said, I think this game deserves to get more traction. I think it deserves to be played on PC even today. So hopefully we get more people to play those games. Last but not least, I forgot to mention about the Sunday's upload. It's going to be Neo 1. Now, I've been wanting to play this game and beat it, that way we could play the second game and the third game, eventually, which is not going to be anytime soon. But yeah, that's going to be the new Sunday's upload that will be replacing Silent Hill F, which I'm still working on doing the last video for Silent Hill F. I'm currently trying to do the UFO ending and the good ending for the game, and then as well as doing a review video. But pretty much Silent Hill F is pretty much done, the whole playthrough. I'm just doing 2 more last video to close the whole playthrough. Hopefully I'll be able to upload that eventually, but no ETA on that, because like I said, there's a whole bunch of other games I want to play, so it's probably going to be delayed. Time will tell. But otherwise, guys, that is going to be it, guys. I'm going to leave it here for now. I've been ranting on for far too long. Hopefully you guys have a fantastic weekend. It's going to be a big day for June. Specifically tomorrow and the next day, we're going to have the PlayStation State of Play, the Xbox Showcase. There's going to be tons of gaming news there. That's where we're going to get a whole bunch of announcements. I'm hoping that PlayStations will continue to do the single player PC ports, but if they don't do it, I wouldn't be surprised. But I'm hoping that they will still continue to do it. Like a lot of people keep saying it's confirmed, but we still haven't gotten any confirmation from Sony. But like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if Sony are ditching single player PC ports to focus on their platform. It's understandable, but I kind of wish they still keep porting those PC, games to PC, because I would love to play Yotai and even Soros on PC, but I don't think that's not going to be the case if the news is true. Time will tell. Xbox Showcase, I really want to see Gears E Day. That's the thing I'm really more excited about is Gears E Day. MW4, I'm so tired of Call of Duty, but I will keep a close eye on MW4. Seems like they care. The developer seems like they care about the game. Seems like they are listening to feedback, but we've already been burned out by this so many times. They lied to us about so many things so many times. I don't really trust Call of Duty. I don't trust Activision. I don't trust Infinite Ward. I don't trust Sledgehammer Games. I don't trust Treyarch. I don't trust none of them until we see some results. Okay, that's the thing. I want to see them actually doing it. If they're stuck to the guns, because season 1 and 2 is going to be grounded. Then season 3 they get stupid, ridiculous with the anime skins, collabs. Like, I'm just so tired of freaking Call of Duty. So I'll keep a close eye on MW4, but I'll probably play the beta at least. But buying the full game at launch, doubtful, but you never know. It is my job as a YouTuber to cover this game, so maybe I will check it out. But time will tell. But yeah. I'm gonna end here for now. We've run on for far too long. But yeah, I just want to give you guys a shout out. All the supporters, old and new, for supporting the channel for the longest time. It's been a lot to me. Without you guys, I would not be doing this at all. But because you guys, are watching my content, leaving feedback, leaving likes or dislikes, that's the reason why I keep making videos. So that way, you guys, will have not only good entertainment, but, also see all this other cool games coming out. You check them out, see if it's the type of games you want to get or not, or you want to buy or not. But most importantly, it's entertainment. If you guys are really enjoying the video, hey, that means a lot to me, because that's the whole point of me making this video, to give you guys, not only a good walkthrough, playthrough, but also give you guys a good time, enjoying the video. That's the most important thing that matters to me the most, if you guys are enjoying the video. But yeah, huge shout out to all you guys to support us for the channel. It means a lot to me, and for that, thank you so much for your support for the channel. It means a lot to me. Hopefully we can continue to keep making videos in the future, more awesome content, more gaming content, and who knows, we might even try to do some more movie contents too, but I might make a separate channel for that, so keep an eye out for that. But yeah, before I leave though, if you guys are new to the channel, every month or so I will be giving away free PC games. That's right, free PC games as a token of gratitude for everybody that check out the channel. So this will be your chance, your only chance to win free PC games. And all these free PC games can vary from indie to AAA. Now granted, it is going to be PC, so no console keys, okay? So it's going to be strictly for PC games, but this will be your time to redeem some cool PC games that you might want, for the longest time. Like I said, it varies from AAA to indie. So pretty much, always check in the comments down below. That's where I will leave the instructions. So pretty much all you got to do is answer the questions that I give you, and all of those questions has like missing numbers and letters of the given PC, key. All you gotta do is answer it correctly, fill out the missing letters or numbers, and redeem it on Steam, GOG, etc. And you got the game for yourself. The questions are mostly simple, but lately I have been amping up the challenge for them, so they are going to get a little bit tricky. And you guys got any questions on how to answer it, let me know. I will give you the best I can without spoiling, the answer, because I want everybody to have a good, a chance to win and redeem games. So that's pretty much how it goes. Like I said, if you guys got any questions, let me know on the comments down below, and I'll give you guys, some help on it. But other than that, guys, I'm gonna end it here for now. If you guys enjoyed the video, hit the like button. If you guys didn't, hit the dislike button. It's all up to you. And if you guys got any other ideas of how I should improve the channel, leave that in the comments down below. And also, if you guys got any other games that that you want to suggest for me to play, games that I might be interested in playing. No safe for work games, okay? Can't play that on the channel, so don't suggest any games on those. But yeah, any games that would interest me, leave it in the comments down below, and I'll check them out. But other than that, guys, I got nothing else to say. Hope you guys have a fantastic day, and hopefully we get something interesting this week with PlayStation State of Play and Xbox Showcase, because I'm looking forward to it. But other than that, guys, until then, I will see you in the next one. Peace.